Alright guys, there's a new addition to the garage here, and it's this mini skid steer. It's a KBT23, and obviously it's made in China. It does have a Briggs & Stratton 23 horsepower, and that was the reason that I selected this particular unit, is I wanted the 23 horse. A lot of the these Chinese ones have seems to have a 13.5 horsepower. And when you get into the higher horsepower, it seems a lot of them actually get quite a bit more expensive. So this is just kind of it is a cheaper Chinese unit, but hopefully it will work well. Hopefully it has plenty of power. So you can see though that it's in the back of the truck. And the goal for today is to get it out of the truck. Now, one easy way to do it would be to use the lift. And I could do that. I could take the Chevelle off the lift and get it out that way. But what I'd like to do is use ramps. And partly because I would like to use the truck to move it around. The ideal way to move this would be a dump trailer. And I would like to buy a dump trailer, but it's not in the budget right now. So the dump trailer will need to wait. In the meantime, I could use a car trailer on it. That seems kind of excessive and overkill. So I'll use a car trailer if I have to, but if I can use ramps and just use the truck, that would be more convenient right now. My plan for ramps is to use this. I got these at Princess Auto, $279, and I think they're okay. They're fairly long, so the angle will be, I think, suitable. They're rated to 3,000 pounds. And I think this unit is around somewhere between 1,600 and 1,900 pounds. So by weight, they should be totally fine. If you read the reviews on Princess Auto, it seems that in general, the ramps are okay, except for they do have a design flaw. And actually, ironically, from the packaging, where they say this extruded aluminum end plates add strength, I think that's apparently not true, because there are multiple reviews from Princess Auto that state how this end plate peels up. And it looks like fatigue from the aluminum basically is a failure point at that end plate. So what I plan to do is modify them a bit to make sure they're stronger so that I don't get a failure at that end plate. Before I bought these ramps, I did think about just building some. I thought about just buying some steel and some angle iron and just building like a typical steel ramp. But I think I can modify these for less work, basically. So this is the area in question here, and it's this extruded aluminum. So the area I'm going to reinforce is this extruded aluminum piece here. And based on what I saw from reviews online, it peels up in this area and the whole thing comes up. So how to prevent that? What I'm going to do is reinforce everything with, I'm going to weld. So I'll weld all this aluminum to reinforce it along all these seams, all these seams. You can see on the back side here, it's spot welded here. I'll probably put another bead through all that. On this backside area, that's pretty securely welded there, so nothing else to do there. So that'll be part of it, is just adding extra welds in. And then the other thing I'm going to do is put some steel plate over top, and that'll help, I think, make it even more rigid. So I'll probably extend it. I'll see what I have for scrap plate, but I'll probably extend it down and then with this little angle here and extend it out to the tongue. So that'll be the plan. So that's it, the ramps are done. I think they look pretty good. Probably the welding of the aluminum would have been enough, but this 3/16 plate will add an extra support there. I really don't think I'm gonna have any troubles with that, but I'll keep an eye on it. If there's any cracks forming, I'll either re-weld it or add more supports. So I was able to get the skid steer off the truck using these ramps. As you can see here, it was moderately sketchy. The issue is the angle was right on the balance point, and there are some things I could do to help mitigate that angle. The longer ramps would help, but these ones are what they are. Things that would help though would be to unload it on a slope. If I was able to get the back end of the ramps up a bit, that would certainly help the angle. Also, when I unloaded it here, I didn't have the bucket on the front. Having the bucket would certainly help the balance, and I think it will help decrease that tipping point. Overall though, the ramps did work well. They appear to be plenty sturdy for this mini skid steer. With the considerations of helping to improve the ramp angle and with the bucket on the front, I think I'll be able to load and unload it without any difficulty. So that's it for now. I do have some plans for this skid steer. First thing I have to do is learn how to use it, but then I have some interesting projects coming up. See ya.